because I'm big and strong, people think I'm not the smartest guy.
Oh, I know.
Okay?
Well, Mr. President, thank you so much for doing this. This is a tremendous honor for me.
I'm a big fan, so just so you understand.
Thank you.
It.
Well, I'm glad because I've got an issue with you, and and when you gave me this opportunity, first of all, thank you for coming on the Gutfeld show. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It's a good show.
And I actually owe you an apology before we start. I've been very critical about you, how you fight all through the campaigns. I voted for you because I like policy. I didn't know you as a man. And I think when you don't understand what a man fights for, you can get lost, especially with all the noise we're seeing from fake news, etc. Who created these pictures from you.
Nice.
So Gutfeld show's over. Cameras are off. We go backstage, and I expected you to be like every politician or anybody I've ever celebrity I've bodyguarded for, and you met my family, and you talked to my daughter. My daughter is 10 years old. Her name is Georgie. You guys talked for 20 minutes. If nobody knew, you could have been her grandfather. And you were talking about her horses and her dreams. And I was sitting there and I was like, I have been so wrong about this man because I never understood why you fight the way you fight. You're a family man. You're a father.
And your daughter's a gorgeous, really, and your wife, the whole thing. I mean, you have got some setup, I'll tell you. But your family's great, and you're great, and you've really done something, and you've captured a certain spirit. You know, a friend of mine who's very smart, he's also a very big guy. He said, because I'm big and strong, people think I'm not the smartest guy.
Oh, I know.
Okay? You are a really smart guy. And I see it, and I've watched it, and I like the show, and we have the privilege of having had the highest rating in the history of the show when I did it a couple of weeks ago. That was just
of all time.
Of all time, yeah.
We beat network television.
You beat everybody.
And they were up 35 million homes,
right.
and it was a landslide.
Yep.
Now, you're putting it on me. I'm throwing it back to you, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
Why do we not hear more about Donald Trump, the father, the grandfather, and I did a deep dive. There are some things you have done that when they say those horrible things like he's Hitler, he's a racist, did they not forget in 1991 what you did with Nelson Mandela? Would you care to share that? Because I would love to hear that.
I never talk about it.
No, you do not. And I know why, because you're a man.
Yeah. I mean, I just have great relationships with a lot of people. People say that, you know, a little bit like you do. I don't think it's a narrative the press likes. Maybe it's not even a narrative that I should have. We have to protect our country, and maybe we should let the other side, I don't even call them the enemy. I think we have more of an enemy from within than we do from outside. You know, if you have a smart president, they talk about China and Russia and everything else. If you have a smart president, they're not going to be the problem. We have a bigger problem from within, and they hate it. I noticed today they were saying, he said the enemy from within. Of course it's Adam Schiff. These are bad people. These are sick people and bad people.
Starts in 10, 9, Now we should get sound good now. Guys, I don't know. Every time I play around with my computer, I always got to do something in the settings to figure it out if the sound. That is my fault. Guys, I am sorry. The sound should be good now. Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Again, I'm a one-man show. I'm not the most computer person, but me and Manny Guimont, we played around with the computer. Guys, I'm so sorry. I let actually Manny download a program where he was playing around with my computer from his house. I don't know how he does it. I think he's part Indian, and I don't mean the natives on the reserve. I think he's part, Pakistan Indian, those push start Indians there that are pretty good with the software and computer. So he got to play around with my computer to set me up, guys, on Rumble. All right, we need to get on Rumble. I know I've been told so many times, Jeff, you got to get back on Rumble. And just in case, because you never know, right? So guys, check me out at Rumble. It's a free platform. It doesn't cost money, obviously. And just in case if Facebook ever, because I think I'm one strike away from my account to be completely wiped out. So Rumble, and the address, guys, look at the bottom. It's you got to put it all in one word. It's at the Canadian Dawn. All right, it took me a couple minutes to figure out a name, guys. So at Canadian Dawn, okay, the Canadian Dawn, I look at it as Don Cherry. I look at it as Donald Trump, but I am Canadian and I do love the Dons. All right, so check me out. You have me on Rumble now, Ron, just to let you know, and also on YouTube. I'm doing the whole YouTube thing too, guys, because everybody's been doing YouTube. And I figured, why not do the YouTube? They already banned me for life before. So now I'm on YouTube, also on the Canadian Dawn, but you separate the words. Rumble, you got to put them together. YouTube, you got to separate. So the Canadian Dawn, D-O-N, capital D-O-N. And so anyway, thanks for, guys, it's Thursday night. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Again, it's my favorite day of the year, favorite day of the week. Halloween is just 1 week away. I love Halloween. I don't know what it is. We get to dress up one day of the year of anything we want to pretend we're going to be. Yes, I know what Halloween represents. Yes, I know it's about Satanists and pagan. It's a pagan holiday, but you know what? If it makes you happy, go for it, as long as you're not sacrificing animals and people on the, in black magic. It's good to go, I guess you could say. So anyway, welcome Thursday night, guys. I'm glad to share some stuff with you. And just to let you know, I like to do the shout outs. I've never missed the shout outs, guys, but it looks like, I'm not getting any comments from you guys. I'm actually have to check on my cell phone because for some reason I'm not seeing the comments. I don't know why, but it doesn't surprise me at all. So let's do some shout outs from my cell phone. My head will be down looking at the cell phone, but I always do my shout outs, guys. So anyway, first one goes out to Ron from the Peg area, Roland, Miss King Cooper, Kelly Fitzsimmons, Miss Annette Francine, Karen Mallette, Miss Eagles. How you doing? Ray Thibodeau. Of course, Manny's watching. Natalie the Lioness, Aline Richard, Miss Amy from Grand Falls, Norma from Rishabuktu. Say hi to Ed for me. How you doing, Jim Morrison? How you doing, Mr. Dan Sear? Sean, brother from a different mother, from Oshawa, Brenda Pryor, Aline Richard, Patrick Duplessis, Mr. John Cormier, Angela Ouellette, Nicole Gallon, Geneviève from The Rock. Who else? Jay Schreier. I think that's how you pronounce your name. How you doing? Denise Douadon. Who else? Muriel Dag. Who else? Lisa, all the way from the UK, guys. We can't, we got, she's representing from the UK. Love you, even though it's about 12 o'clock, I would assume, down there. 12 o'clock. She's up at midnight watching Jeff Freedom. Imagine that. 12 o'clock at night. This girl's a warrior. Let's see here. Who else? Bob and Laurie from the Grand Falls. Roland Cerna says to get food, water, cash prepared because something big is coming before the U.S. election. We'll talk about that, Bob and Laurie from Grand Falls. We'll talk about that. Who else? Trudy must go. How you doing, Trudy? Freedom Sean, who's filming down in Shediac for, if you want to tell the people which movie, Sean, that you're going to be a biker. It's so funny because Sean is going to be an actor, and because he does acting here and there. doesn't do much talking, but now he's a biker. And the funny thing is I don't think the director knows that Sean doesn't even have a driver's license, never mind a bike license. Sorry, Sean, to have to say, buddy. How you doing, Stefan Lontang? And I won't say anybody else. The Canadian Don. Did see Manny put me as the Canadian Don? Yeah, thank you, Manny. Okay, I thought you spelled Canadian Don with the E. That would be the French way. So I'm glad you corrected it. All right, guys. First things first is I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of things have been happening with the New Brunswick and stuff like that. Okay, and I'm just going to give you something that I ain't going to mention names. Actually, before I mention names, I got to meet one of my followers, a true patriot, and I do mean a true patriot to heart, Frank Peters, who literally has been driving across Canada back and forth, giving out flags, giving out stuff. Man, he met me today, guys. Check out my hat. He met me at work today. He gave me the hat. He gave me a Truck Yeah t-shirt. He gave me a Truck Yeah t-shirt. He even gave me, guys, a hoodie, like unbelievable, like a hoodie for Truck Yeah. Unbelievable. Great guy. He gave me to put on my car, on my SUV. And of course, you can't finish out the day, of course, with the old Trump stickers. So I'll be glad to put those on my vehicle tomorrow. All right. Love it. And then, of course, 2 stickers for my vehicles. And that's Frank Peters, guys. So, yeah. So just to let you know, guys, the guy was awesome. Never met him before. Had a good conversation with him. And, let's see. So first things first, let's do some videos. And then we'll talk about the videos and go from there. But just to let you know, remember how I've been telling you guys that many CEOs of many major companies have been stepping down over the years for many reasons. For the people that don't think Trump is in control or the white hats. Well, check this out, guys. I think you might know this. Former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries was arrested on sex trafficking charges, guys. All right. That's the former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries. This is slowly coming out, bits and pieces, like we've been saying, bits and pieces, right? It has no other choice to come out as bits and pieces. All right. As we were talking, I'm going to show you this also for the people that voted Liberals, which I hate you with a passion in New Brunswick. You're the most ignorant people on the face of this earth, and you really are. And I'll say it right to your face. It doesn't bother me to throat punch you Liberals because of many reasons. You don't have the slightest clue what you just voted in, but I'm going to give you the slightest clue for the people that didn't see my profile. Check that out. Well, anyway, on the far right corner of your screen, you see Susan Holt in white. All right. She's the new premier of New Brunswick, okay? And that's her husband, guys. And if you look at his belt, I want you guys to take a good look at his belt, all right? Take a good look at his belt because he's proudly wearing the LGBTQT pride flag, which we all know what pride stands for, guys. What does pride stand for? I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. What does pride stand for? And I think this is what I mean by the French. They really don't understand because they're in their own seclusion. They live in their small communities. They don't think outside of the box. They have the blinders on and they're ignorant as fuck. All right. Excuse my French for saying that. They're ignorant as fuck. And when I mean ignorant, it means they really don't know about anything about life. All right. Besides living in their bubble. All right. So I want you guys to tell me what's 2 reasons. Okay. 2 reasons. I'm going to put my fingers right there. You see it? There's 2 things what the pride flag represents. Does anybody know what the pride, besides a mental illness, but no, besides a mental illness, which we do know, what does pride represent, guys? Anybody? I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Come on. You guys must know. For the people that have been following me and the people that just started following me, you're going to learn something tonight, like you always learn with myself. What does pride stand for, guys? Anybody know? Anybody know? That will be shocked to hear this. Pride. Anybody? Demon? Okay. Well, number 1 is the 7 deadly sins, guys. All right. The 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins, one of the sins is pride. All right? Just don't believe me. Look it up. Gluttony, pride, greed, envy, sloth. What else? What else of the 7 deadly sins, guys? Let's count them out because I'm getting ahead of me. And you guys can help me with this. We got pride, we got envy, we got gluttony, we got sloth, we've got envy. Yeah, I said gluttony. What else? What else? There's 2 more that we're missing, guys, and I can't believe. Lust, and there's 1 more. Anybody? Yes, there's a movie called 7 with Brad Pitt. Great movie. There's another one. No, it's not Swingers. Not murder, Herbie. Not murder. That's not a 7 deadly sin. Bonjour, ma belle, Marielle. There's 1 more, guys. There's 1 more. 1 more 7 deadly sins. Sin, not murder. It's not murder. Not gluttony. I said gluttony, Frankie. I said gluttony, Frank. Anybody? No. Whatever that means, Genevieve. Come on now. We must know what it is. Look it up. I can't look up the 7 deadly sins on my phone. There's lust. All right, Fred? There's lust. There's gluttony. There's pride. There's envy. What else? What else? I just lost one. Sloth, wrath. Thank you. Wrath. Wrath. Those are the 7 deadly sins, guys. So pride, number 1, is one of the 7 deadly sins. And the second thing, all right, I want you guys to look at the rainbow, the flag, the rainbow colors. Okay, how many colors? There's a number. How many colors is in a real rainbow? Anybody know the answer to that? Rainbow. How many colors in a rainbow? Anybody? My numbers drop as soon as I mention anything about LGBTQ, BINGO. My numbers drop. Not much, but they drop. Just amazing how stupid people really are and ignorant. They're so brain dead. All right, there's seven colors in the rainbow. 7. All right, 7 colors in. Anger is not a Genevieve. Anger is not 1. There's 7 colors. Okay, how many colors are in a rainbow flag, guys? I want you guys to tell me how many colors in a rainbow flag. Anybody know the answer to that one? Because there's 7 real colors in a real rainbow, but how many colors are actually in the pride flag? All right. So answers are coming out. Are they coming? Norma's got 6. Anybody agree with that? Norman says 8. Natalie says 7. Trudy says 6. There's 6. See? 6. 6, guys. There's 6 colors in the pride flag. You don't believe me? Take a look. Pride flag. Let's see, because this is going to be the new New Brunswick flag, guys. You see how many colors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You don't believe me? Take a very good look. And 6, we all know what 6 represents, right? The 666, right? So pride, Satan, evil. 6, guys. That's the new New Brunswick flag. Guaranteed. All right. Just to let you know, right? That's the new New Brunswick flag. You don't believe me? Trust me, that's the new one. As the new liberal piece of crap gets in, that's going to be our new flag, guys, because you don't even have the slightest clue how bad this person really is. You don't have the slightest clue. But anyway, I'm not going to waste my time more on that piece of shit, whatever you call her, Susan Holt, liberal crap. All right, because I don't even want to waste my time and my energy. But you just learned something. The 7 deadly sins, pride, flag, pride, right? 2, and we all know, guys, and here's another one. Do you guys remember, especially ones that are just following me, especially the newbies, I want you guys to check this out. Grab a piece of paper for the people that are just following me. And if you don't believe me, look up and write down. I want you to write down, all right? Pride Month. So if you write down Pride Month, I want you guys to write down Pride Month. You know that whole month of June, Pride Month. Tell me when you write down the words Pride Month. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me in the comment section when you guys are doing it. Yes, I know my local viewers, the people who have been following me, they know what it stands for. But I see everybody's giving out the answers. Yes, you guys. I mean, I'm talking about the newbies. All right. Everybody's putting the answer down. For the people that don't know, when you put down Pride Month, I'm going to show you pride. I'm going to write it down month, and I'm going to try to show you, right? Can you guys see that? Pride month. You see that? See that? Now I want you guys to take that, and I want you guys to focus on that pride month, right? And I want you guys to focus on this. Do you guys see what that represents? Demon. See, look at Herbie. Look at the last comment that Herbie stands for demon. All right, just to let you know. So anytime people says we have to support Pride Month, it's to make everybody inclusive. What you guys don't understand, and you're gonna understand, and you're gonna learn, is if you really get into the rabbit hole, you'll find out that demons were never called by their names. Believe it or not. What do you think the demons and the Satanists, what do you think they use to call out the names? What do you think they use, guys, right? Because you guys are going to not believe this. What do you think they use to name themselves? Because they're doing it in all the schools. See, Ron's on top of things today, man. They use their pronouns. Don't believe me? Check it up. They use pronouns. That's right. The evilness and the demons, they don't use demons' names and stuff. They use pronouns, they, them, she, whatever. That's why they keep on pushing this bullshit narrative with pride. Pride month, pride flag, rainbow colors. He, she, you guys don't understand? You don't see the narrative? Well, keep following me, and you're going to go down that rabbit hole to know that this shit makes a lot of sense. Because I'm not making this shit up. I'm not crazy. I got a degree in psychology. I got a PhD in street smart. And I got, what was it, guys? I do got a doctorate, right? A doctorate in common sense, which there's very few that have all of those three in the same tune. Blue hairs, the ones with blue hair are nothing worse. All right, so let's go with some videos, guys, and we'll chit chat about exactly what you guys see in the video. All right, so first video is a very common sense video. I shared it on my wall. I want you guys to see this because it's a very common sense, a very, very common sense when someone says to me, including the person I work with today, she didn't know anything, and she looked at me, she goes, Jeff, how can you actually like Trump? He's a pedophile. And I just looked at her and said, do you know anything about what you're talking about when you say Trump's a pedophile to me? Well, I seen a picture with him with Jeffrey Epstein, and that's what really makes me mad. But after our conversation at the end of the day, she could not believe. I almost brought her to tears of what Trump has done for not just the United States, but for the world. But check this out. This is a very common sense video.
Get it yet? 5 presidents, 10 wars, 0 charges. 1 president, 0 wars, 78 charges. Are you okay yet?
Yeah, that you can't ask for a common sense question. For anyone that will say anything bad about Donald Trump, that is a common sense. There's no fact checking that at all, right? Drip, drip, drip. There really is no fact checking with those presidents, 5 presidents, 10 wars. I mean, no charges. 9/11. Come on. 9/11, the Benghazi murder of the SEAL team, the amount of innocent people in Afghanistan and Gaddafi, you know what I mean? Like it's just endless with the amount of craziness going on. All right, so that was that. One thing that you also got, there's going to be a couple things in here that you guys are going to be playing along with me. Here's a little speech that Trump made the other day in a rally. I want you guys to listen to this 54 seconds of it and tell me what you guys hear. So put your hearing aids on and check this out, and we'll go from there.
Most unfit vice president in the history of our country. No one respects her. No one trusts her. No one takes her seriously. This is a woman who took yesterday off. How do you take yesterday off? You got 13 days, you're running for the presidency, she takes her time off. I've gone 52 days in a row, and I'm not taking any days off, that I can tell you. No, but think of that. She's taking days off at levels, not seen. I hear she's taking another one tomorrow or something. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Maybe she knows something we don't know. That's bad, right? Maybe she knows something we don't know. Does everybody understand that? Maybe. She.
So the question I ask you, maybe she knows something that we know or should know. So the question I ask you is this: what do you think he meant by that? I want you guys to think about this, all right? What do you think he meant by those words? And you see the little smirk in his face, all right? What do you think he meant by that, guys? I want you guys to tell me an answer, because I know the answer, but I'm going to let you guys try to find it yourself. What do you think Donald Trump meant when he said maybe she knows something that some people know? Not everybody knows the answer to this. All right, so you guys got rigged election, rigged. Trudy says blank in the bus far, that's camel toe. Rigged. You guys think it's rigged and stuff like that? You guys are saying rigged? She's not going anywhere, so she might as well West. She's F. How do you know she's F'd? Tell me. Come on, she's going down. Yeah, she's going down. Does anybody know why she's going down? She's getting arrested. Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. She knows Nazir Jazer. Well, they all know about Nazir Jazer, but that's not the main reason why she's stepping down. Or, anyway, it's been leaked out that she's been, it's been leaked that she's been to many Diddy parties, P. Diddy parties, all right? And it's going to get bad for her starting tomorrow, all right? Mark my words. That's why today you have another accuser of Donald Trump that came out saying that he came on to her, another, even though she worked for in the Obama campaign. All right. So that's why they're trying to distract with the news, distract, because they know Kamala, camel toe is done, finished, kaput, with the whole been to P. Diddy parties, and we all know what she's been doing at P. Diddy parties. So she's completely done. All right. So, she's going down. It's just, remember how we said that there wouldn't be an election? There's something that's going to happen, something major. I can't tell you what it is, but I mean, I don't get it. I don't get paid enough to, get into deep to find out exactly what no one really knows. There's only a handful of people that really know the outcome. And what I mean by a handful, I mean like under 10 people in this world. And that is true. Besides Donald Trump, there's only a handful. And I do mean like 5 other people, and they're like majors in the armies, all right? And there's only a handful that know what the hell is going on and what move they're going to do, because obviously they can't leak out too much stuff. So yeah, it's just a matter of time, but there's something big that's supposed to happen this Saturday. I've been seeing a lot of things, all right? And I'm not going to bank on it, just letting you guys know, the EBS is supposed to hit us Saturday. The emergency broadcast system. It's supposed to hit us this Saturday. Again, I'm telling you guys, I know for a fact that can't happen. There's no way they're shutting down the world for martial law and stuff like that. The only way they'll shut down the world for martial law, guys, is if there's civil unrest. And what I believe might be a civil unrest is there's going to be something major that's going to happen around before the elections, where they're going to try to postpone the elections. I don't know if it's going to be a bomb. I don't know if BLM or those pieces of shit Antifa, but something big is going to happen where they're going to try to stop the election. I know there's National Guard pretty much in every state. They're, you might not see them, but they're there, just waiting. But I heard the economy is supposed to crash Saturday. The market's going to crash Saturday. They're going to do like 20 points one day, 20 points the another day. You know what I mean? It's not just going to go in one day. They're going to bits and pieces and stuff like that. That's a guarantee. I already know that shit's going to happen. For the housing market's going to crash. That's why Canada keeps on letting in all these immigrants, guys. Well, not just Canada, all right? But literally Canada is flooding so much of the immigrants. This is in Nova Scotia right now. These two, red dotted push start Indians just bought a Pizza Delight down in Antigonish franchise, like a Pizza Delight franchise. Guys, what happened to these people being poor? These poor Indians. I'm telling you, you guys don't have the slightest clue. These people, okay, are going to take over Canada. They've taken over the UK, and I think Lisa can abide by telling me that I'm not lying. This is true. See, I just lost a couple viewers. That means you're liberals. You don't want to hear the truth, and I really do not give two effing cents if you don't want to hear the truth about immigration, because immigration and diversity doesn't strengthen the economy. It actually destabilizes the economy. I don't give a shit. You can throw as many debaters. I will take anybody on a stage to debate about diversity and immigrants. And don't give me the 2 cents shit about the natives and we're all immigrants and this is the natives' land and all that bullshit. Because if anybody took any kind of anthropology and university, you would know that is not true about the natives were here first. And number one, even if the natives were here first, number one is no one owns land. The only person that owns land is God, right? So, and number two is if the natives own land, and, you know, do you think that when the white people came, do you think we became more civilized than what the native people, if they would have kept on owning the land? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not good at hunting beaver. Okay, and I'm not good at wearing bear jacket. I don't think bear jackets and deer pants would look good on me. All right, I don't give a shit what people think, but I think, you know, anybody that wants to say anything bad about we colonize the native land is a crock of shit and is a complete lip tart. You know what I mean? What would it be like to be a majority again? What else? Their pizza sucks. Yeah, they do. They don't hunt beaver. I'm dying. Yeah, well, I can go on, right? And yes, we know, Ron, about the whole gumball theory in case of the newcomers. Actually, the people from the States that just started following me. If you really want a theory about what immigration does, I want you to YouTube something called the gumball theory. And this is for the newbies that just start watching me. Look up the gumball theory. Right? It's a professor at a university in the United States that points out the positive and negatives. Actually, there's no positive. The negative on immigration and what it does to all the countries. Take a look at it. You guys will be amazed. It's 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes of your, you know, for the people that don't understand and think this is really being a racist and all this bullshit. Take a look at the gumball theory and you'll be convinced that, oh my God, you know, Jeff Freedom was completely right. You know, there's no such thing. Guys, I made headline news for being racist and homophobic. If you don't believe me, in 2012, I made Live at 5. It was at 6 o'clock. I don't know why they call it Live at 5. But I made top news for being business owner, being homophobic and racist. But that's the news back then. They're liberal, paid by liberal. But I made fun of the interview because it was funny to see. You know what I mean? I completely made fun of the whole interview. So it was pretty funny to see. But it made I owned businesses at the time, and they thought they were going to sink my businesses by being homophobic and racist. But my club literally doubled in size in a matter of one night of being on TV. One day, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Any publicity is good publicity, but these dumb fucks thought they were really going to shut down my businesses and have protests in front, which we were waiting with hose. My staff were waiting with hose and fire extinguishers for the gay and 2BG BINGO committee to be in the front trying to pull up signs. We're waiting for them. But anyway, enough about that. I want to see the interview. Can you post it on you? Just look up CTV News, Jeff Gallant, I think it was. So look up CTV News. I'm pretty sure it was CTV News. Look up CTV News, Jeff Gallant, and then you'll see for yourself the interview, and you'll get a good kick and a good laugh out of it. Don't mind the black eye. That's what happens when you try to break a girl fight up. You know, I got punched in the face Saturday night, and Monday night I'm known as a racist on TV with a black eye. My only black eye in all my life, besides my son giving me a black eye when he was 3 years old of throwing a car at my face. But yeah, I actually had to What's this? Jeff Gallant is all you have to look up. Actually, I've done it. Yeah, Jeff Gallant. But CTV News, Jeff Gallant. Check out the interview. Yeah, I'm so homophobic. So anyway, number 2, guys. Sean brought this up, and I already was going to talk about it. Kamala Harris, we know what happened. She's always bringing these celebrities to promote her. The last celebrity at the last rally was Eminem. What you guys don't understand is Eminem, all right? This is why Eminem doesn't want Trump into power, even though this ain't the real Eminem. Just to let you know, this is far from being the real Eminem. The real Eminem never even shaved a day in his life, and all of a sudden, this Eminem that came out in, I can't remember what year, he's got a beard. You know what I mean? Always covers his head with a hoodie. You notice the new Eminem? He's got that hoodie on him completely. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 30 degrees outside, he's always wearing a hoodie, because it's not the real Eminem. The real Eminem was taken out. All right, just to let you know. But check this out. This is why Eminem is doing promoting Harris, because this is I can't remember how old she is, but this is a girl that they used to traffic on Epstein Island. She was seen here with Clinton. She's seen here with Eminem, and they got him, guys. They literally got him. He's been on Epstein Island many, many times. All right, just to let you know. So Eminem's not going anywhere. Well, the fake Eminem. So anyway, check this out. This person from Don Lucra, who is the breaker of narratives. It says, "Dear Eminem, you have been selected to be exposed." See that? And that's why this is all been, it's like a big movie, guys. This is exactly why this is being played out. They brought Eminem on purpose out at the Kamala Harris rally to expose him. All right. So you're going to see drip, drip, drip. Rachel Chandler. Thank you, Herbie. I had her name somewhere. Rachel Chandler. Thank you. No, he's not the real Slim Shady. But anyway, so yeah, that's Rachel Chandler, one of the Charles that they used to bring on Epstein Island. So now he's being exposed, as you can see. Okay, next video. Let's bring out another video and we'll talk about it. We've been lied to so long, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys one question. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one question, because I told you history is a lie. History is a big lie. History's been a lie since in the 1800s. History's always been a lie. No, there's no such thing as fossil fuels, that our fuel comes from dinosaurs. That was invented in 1890 by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers to make the oil seem scarce, to bring and play around with the prices going up and down. No, oil is the second biggest commodity besides water that the earth produces on a daily basis. It will never run out, is what I'm saying. But even from the Titanic hitting an iceberg, where it was actually blown up from inside out. But here's the question, right? Here is the question I'm going to ask you guys, okay? Because you're going to see from this. It's a good 2-minute video, all right? Hitler. What do we know about Adolf Hitler? Even though I can't mention Hitler on Facebook, and because anytime I mention Hitler, they literally ban me instantly, okay? When I put it in my when I put it in any of my posts. All right, Hitler. All right, Hitler wasn't what we were learned Hitler wanted to be. You know what I mean? Who he was. I believe it. I've already seen proof who Hitler was. Hitler became Hitler because when back in the 30s, Germany was a rich country, and it was taken down, and the Rothschilds or Rothschilds brought in their banking system and literally, okay, bankrupt the whole, like Germany became like into a major recession. That's when Hitler became, got into the politics, being a politician to try to free his people. Now, what background, what ethnicity, I can't even pronounce it. What ethnic group or what ethnic group do the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Soros, the Bilderbergs, what background do all these people have in common? Does anybody know the answers for that? Anybody? Anybody know that? And I see Sean's kind of on it. What do the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, they're Jews. Exactly. They're Jews. All right. Jews. Now, there's a reason why not Trump, but Hitler, sorry. Don't want to put those two together, even though I actually respect Hitler. Now, one thing they try to make Hitler into a bad person for a main reason is because Hitler, when he came into power, he kicked out the Rothschilds banking system. He literally kicked them out. So when he kicked out the banking system, they went against them. And of course they went against him. They had all the NATO groups, all the countries to go against Hitler to make him look like a bad person, to take him out so they can bring their banking system to literally destroy Germany and take full control of Germany. So here's the question I ask you guys. All right. What's this? Are my grandchildren going to be taught Justin Trudeau's goof? Yeah, I hope so. Okay. So what is one of the biggest thing? All right. Here's a question for you guys. What is the one biggest thing that we were taught about Hitler and the bad thing he did against the Jews? What is the worst thing? Let's see if you guys got that answer, because there's a reason why. Anybody? What do we know that we've always learned about what Hitler did? That it's been in books and history and movies, documentaries. What do we know about that? He roasted them, extermination camps. Yeah. But how many Jews, guys? The Holocaust. Thank you. But how many Jews did he murder? Let's get a number out there. Exterminate, gas chambers. What's the number? This is what I'm going to ask you guys. He killed them, extermination camps. That's what we learned, right? That's what they taught us. But here, you guys are going to be shocked at this. Okay? Anybody believe Martin? 6 million? You guys believe in how many Jews he killed? 6 million? See? Everybody. 6 million, right? Not Fred said 20. No. 6 million. All right? 6 million. Okay? Millions, Lisa says. All right. Yeah, of course, Sean, they lied about the number. All right. I know what the true number was. Allegedly 6 million. Okay. Now watch this. All a lie. Check this out. I want you guys to watch this 2-minute video about where the 6 million Jews came from. You ready? All right, guys, you ready for this? Check out this video. This might change your mind.
Son of New York, Sunday, June the 6th, 1915. This is 18 years before Hitler ever set foot in the government. There it is, people. 6 million Jews. The New York Times, October the 18th, 1918. And the article is called $1 billion fund to rebuild Jewry. There it is. 6 million souls will need help to resume normal life when war is ended. The New York Times, September the 8th, 1919. And the article is called Ukrainian Jews Aim to Stop Pogroms. Mass meeting here, and 127,000 Jews have been killed and 6 million on peril. In the New York Times, November the 12th, 1919. And it reduced to tragically unbelievable poverty, starvation and disease. About 6 million souls, or half the Jewish population of the earth. February 23rd, 1920. 6 million Jews. Friday, May the 7th, 1920. The fund for Jewish war sufferers in Central and Eastern Europe, where 6 millions face horrifying conditions of famine, disease and death. New York Times, Wednesday, July the 20th, 1921. 12 years before Adolf Hitler ever set foot in the government. Look at that. Russia's 6 million Jews are facing extermination by massacre. The Gazette, Montreal, December the 29th, 1931. And the article pretty much speaks up for itself. 6 million Jews face starvation.
So what do you guys think about that? Right? What do you guys think about that? So the 6 million that they were always putting us as a narrative, all right? The 6 million, as you can see, started back in 1914 or 1914 to 1918 to 1921 to 1922. 18 years before Hitler wasn't even known to the world, right? It's always been 6 million. So now you guys just learned something from Jeff Freedom, that whatever you believe or thought that whatever Hitler did was a total nonsense. What the real truth is Hitler was saving his country from the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Soros, the Bilderberg Group, all those demons that were trying to enslave his people, as you can see in those articles. So he didn't kill no Holocaust and 6 million Jews. That was all a bunch of crock bull, right? Shit. And how they, you didn't have news back then. They had newspapers, and it was so easy for people to follow that line of bullshit was through the newspapers, right? And we all know who owns the newspapers, right? We all know, it's no secret who owns the newspapers. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, right? The Soros, right? The Bilderbergs, you know, BlackRock, all those people. They've always owned the news and the media stations for the past 100 years. All right. So now you just learned that don't believe everything they tell you about Hitler, because now you know why Hitler, maybe he hated the Jews. I hate the Jews. I can honestly say I hate the Jews. All right. Because the Jews own everything. The Jews are the most corrupt. I'll give you the religion of the Jewish people. They believe they are the chosen ones by God. In case you didn't know, talk to someone that's Jewish. They believe they are the chosen ones by God. And that's not a lie. And they own everything. They're in everything. They're in, what do you think all this pedophilia in the music industry, and who owns the music industry, and who owns the movie studios, guys? It's all the Jews. All right. So I hate Pakis too. That was number two. Jewish. I would put the Jews and the Pakis in the same boat. To be honest with you, put them all on an island and then flood that island. Is what I really feel about the Pakis and the Push-Start Indians and all of them. I really do. I have no sympathy, to be honest with you. That's not being a racist. That's being a realist. Because I do realize that these people are on Earth like cockroaches. They really do infect every country. And I'll just let you know what's going on in Ontario as we speak right now, guys. Check this out. They're having a big problem in a place called Bowmanville, which is in near Toronto. I used to live. They're literally finding many of these push-start Indians poaching salmon. All right, when the salmon are coming up to breed, these pieces of shits are in the water with nets, literally poaching the salmon from actually going upstream. And this is a big no-no when it comes to what they're doing, because this obviously, you know, I'm not a big person when it comes to law. I don't obey law. Law to me don't mean anything. But when it comes to wildlife and preserving wildlife like salmon and deer and moose and stuff like that, I do have a passion when it comes to that. But these people are everywhere, all right? And they're poaching. And it's not just Ontario. They're doing it in Alberta too. They're doing it everywhere. Look at the geese. Look at the goose. Look at the that they're doing in Ontario too. There's a whole park that used to have a bunch of geese, and now the geese are all gone. And people are complaining that these people are literally eating the geese in Ontario. And we all know what's happening in the United States, obviously, with the Haitians and stuff like that. But I don't care what anybody says. What's this? Yep, referred to us as useless, not feeders, eaters. And that's by Kissinger, just to let you know. Kissinger has that, made a saying that we are useless eaters. Henry Kissinger, if you don't believe me, that's one of his quotes, just to let you know. Yes, Michelle, I started early, and I let everyone know that I was going to start early tonight because I have to leave. So that's why my numbers are down tonight. But we have 60 people. That's pretty good. When I have about 60 people in a room, that's a lot of people. You know, that's how I look at it. So anyway, guys, just to let you know, that's the stuff that's been happening. And in case you guys didn't know, because, you know, everybody that's been watching me for the past few years, stop eating at McDonald's. All right. So just in days after President Trump's McDonald's visit, of course, right. The Centers for Disease Control, CDC, announced that multiple agencies are investigating an E. coli outbreak caused by contaminated quarter pounders. Apparently, there's 49 people that were sick, and 10 people required treatment. Some kind of like on the deathbed kind of treatment, just to let you know. So yeah, stop eating McDonald's. But the funny thing is just recently, not even a day after Donald Trump was, passing out burgers, which is still confusing for me why Donald Trump would be at McDonald's of all places. There's something to do with that calm. I just don't know. I don't understand it. But Donald Trump, there's a reason for his madness. He just didn't go to McDonald's for just any other reason. He went there for a reason, to set something up as a calm. I just don't know what it is. He only cooked fries, Gerald says. Yeah. But maybe he's exposing it, like Herbie just said. Maybe he's exposing McDonald's, because now he brought McDonald's into the limelight, and all of a sudden the next day it shows about the burgers. So that's a good point, Herbie, right? But I know he just didn't go to any kind of place in the world and any kind of fast food restaurant and then did that, because I know McDonald's is going down. It's literally going down. It's going down in flames. But there's a reason why he did, why Donald Trump was there, just to let you know. All right, let's see. So yeah, just to let you guys know. All right, guys, just to for the people that just jumped on, that didn't know I was coming on early. Listen, I got a Rumble channel now. All right, a Rumble channel. Look at the bottom and scroll at the bottom, as you can see coming across. I had to start a Rumble. I need you guys back on Rumble, even though I lost my previous Rumble account because it wouldn't let me. But I got a catchy name this time. I got a very catchy name. It's called The Canadian Don, D-O-N, like Don Cherry, like Donald Trump. So it's called The Canadian Don. So at The Canadian Don. All right, that's my Rumble. And on YouTube is The Canadian Don, separate. All right, just to let you guys know. Add me to YouTube. Add me to Rumble, because you never know. Every day, guys, I'm on my last strike for Facebook, and if they catch me doing anything bad, they're banning this account. And if they ban this account on Facebook, I'm never going back on Facebook, because I'm just tired. You know how hard it is to get the amount of friends that I have, like 5,000 friends. I can't really add anybody else. It took me over a year to get that. To get 5,000 followers, 5,000 friends, and over 7,000, I think 7,000 followers. It's literally impossible because they shadow ban me. So, like I said, put me on Rumble, put me on YouTube. I should have done this a long time ago, but obviously you guys are going to need me for the amount of intel that's coming. Donald Trump coming in, Trudeau's going out. Things are going to happen. It's going to get kind of iffy. There's still a few people that don't know what the hell is going to happen. And I always get some good information, because I'm the only podcaster in Canada that does not do the fear mongering. Because someone sent me something that one of our podcasters in Canada, in Newfoundland, won't name her name, okay, Newfoundland, she does sometimes podcast. Again, she's fear mongering about this bill C263, about this and that, and anybody that talks about the government, all that could be. Stop with that bullshit. My effing God. And when I brought her on my show one time, I talked to her. I said, listen, you got to stop with the fear mongering for Canada politics, because it's not happening. It's a lie. She didn't know anything about Donald Trump. She didn't know anything about the White Hat. She didn't know anything about adrenochrome. She didn't know anything about weather modification. But she only really focused on the Canadian bullshit about Trudeau and stuff like that. And that has to stop. Stop wasting your energy. I told her, stop wasting energy on Trudeau. Look at Trudeau as a big joke. Look at the politicians in our office as a big effing circus. Stop wasting your time. They're not going to last there long. They don't even know what's coming for them, to be honest with you. They really don't know what's coming for them, but they're going to get hit hard. The only reason why I freaked out the other night is just I hate New Brunswick with a passion, because it has a lot of dumb people. But that if they cheated or if they didn't cheat, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to tell you something, guys, and I want you to pay attention to this. Okay? Someone said, Jeff, they must have cheated. They must have cheated. Okay? But you can't cheat. They could not cheat the election in New Brunswick. Do you guys know why the Liberal Party could not cheat Blaine Higgs? Do you know why? Give me a couple of what you guys believe, what you guys think, and I'm going to give you the answer. Why do you think it would be impossible for the Liberal Party to cheat against Blaine Higgs? Let's see what you guys said. She's got a load of followers, and they listen to her. Yeah, that's the problem. People that fearmonger have a lot of followers. I never could understand that. But people like me, which I think I'm the only person in Canada that never fearmongers, I tend not to get the people unless I start saying, hey, you got to follow me because this is happening and this is happening and we're going to lose this and we're going to lose that. I'll get more followers, but I'm not telling the truth. You're a complete moron if you think there's not one time that these fear-mongering people like Chris Donkey Teeth Sky and that Shadow Davis out west, that idiot, and the person from Newfoundland who's a great friend of mine, don't get me wrong, there's not one person, all right, and I'm trying to think who else that does podcasts. Jeremy Gibson, the couch surfer, and the Jeremy McKenzie, the Diablo guy from Nova Scotia. I mean, he's not too bad. He's an alpha male, but they don't know anything about adrenochrome, Donald Trump, white hats. They don't have the slightest clue what that bullshit is. All right. Nobody does. All right. So the question I ask you guys, this, thank you, Camaro Chevy girl. She got the answer. All right. She got the answer. The answer is there is no way you're going to cheat the Irving family. The Irving family are part of the cabal. The Irving family are billionaires. Higgs was an Irving man, right-hand man for over 48 years. 48 years. Do you think you're going to be able to cheat and pull the rug off, from underneath the Irvings? No. So what that proves to me is there really are idiotic people in New Brunswick. And we all know where those idiotic people really live, right? Because we've seen the map. It's all the northern French Acadian villages. Emmonston, Campbellton, Naguac, Bathurst, Tracadie, Shippagan, Caraquet. I don't think Miramichi. Of course, Buctouche, Cocan, Kent County, Moncton. There's a few. That's it. Those idiotic Acadian people that have the blinders on, that like the free handouts, that like the EI checks, right? Don't have the slightest clue what they just voted in. So that's why, guys. And they're all jabbed too. Just to let you know, I'm sorry, but they're all jabbed too. They really are. I mean, anybody that votes Liberal, you're completely jabbed. That is just a common sense answer. Okay. I would say, I'm not going to say 100 for 100, but I'm going to say over 90% of the people that voted Liberal are jabbed people. I said 90. I didn't say 100. 90% that the people that voted Liberal and Susan Holt are jabbed victims. I'm not even going to say jab people, jab victims, because it's a matter of time for those jab victims to find out they have cancer, blood clots, leukemia, what other, the turbo cancers, of course, HIV is popping up. It's just a matter of time, right? Dementia, right? People actually die of that. So anyway, so that was my take, guys, of the whole Higgs and the election. They brought in the Liberal Party for a reason, because they're dumb. New Brunswick is the dumbest province. I really thought, well, it was supposed to be Newfoundland that had were the dumbest province in in Canada, and they probably they between New Brunswick and Newfoundland, they'd be the two provinces that would go neck to neck for having the most dumbest people for Liberals. I hate to say it. No, he started earlier because he's got to be somewhere later on. Yeah, that's, guys, I literally got a referee in about 40 minutes. That's why I had to start early. But watch the replay. Get me on Rumble. But first and last, just to let you guys know, this is my last point before I come on next Monday. Again, follow me on Rumble underneath, as you guys can see, at the Canadian Dawn, all one word. And then, of course, YouTube. Guys, just to let you know, my son has hockey, all right? And just to let you know, he's got tickets for sale for his hockey. You guys see? I got to sell 50 tickets for his hockey, all right? And it's a 50-50. First prize is $1,000. I've got 50 tickets to sell. Of course, Dad is going to buy, about 10 tickets. If you guys want to support his hockey, because tournaments and stuff like that, I've got 50 tickets I have to sell. Hit me up on Messenger, and if you want to buy tickets, first prize is $1,000. And just to let you know, it would help him out with his hockey adventure for I think he's got 5 tournaments, but this big tournament that's coming up in November-ish, I don't have the exact date, but the draw is going to be $1,000. And hit me up on Messenger saying you want to buy a ticket. They're $5. $5 for a ticket. They're not 20, they're not 50, they're $5 for a ticket. Let me know. I got 40 tickets to sell because obviously I'm buying 10. So if you guys want to help out, that would be greatly appreciated, because obviously it helps his hockey adventures for going to tournaments and all that stuff. Anyway, that will be it for tonight, guys. I love you all. We'll see you guys back Monday for real. And I'm telling you, something's supposed to happen this Saturday. Now, don't quote me on this, but something's supposed to happen Saturday with something. I don't want to bank on it, but I know something's going to happen from here until November the 5th. I know that something big is going to happen. That's a guarantee. But something's supposed to happen Saturday. All right. So you heard it from me and I heard it from other people. All right. But we're not 100% positive. But let's just keep our eyes open for Saturday. Right. There's no EBS coming. That's literally, I don't see that happening. I love you guys all. I really do. And thank you for joining me. And thank you for the beginning, guys, where you guys couldn't hear me for the sound. I from now on, I'm going to definitely double check, but I know exactly what happened because we did a lot of things on my computer, me and Manny. And again, Manny, thank you. If you're watching, you definitely are my tech guy when it comes to this stuff. So anyway, I love you guys all. I'm going to play a little tune because obviously the Laughing Hyena and the Squatter is going to be out and about, which the hyena is Kamala Hamilton, and the Squatter of the White House, which the White House doesn't exist. There's nobody living in the White House but Joe Biden, the squatter, because that's what he does, is squatting in the fake White House, which we all know it's Castle Rock, is there. They're going to be literally gone in less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Yeah, less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks for that big election. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be like Christmas for me, guys, even though they're going to try their best to try to cheat. Anyway, I'm going to do the old closing song. And like Don Cherry says, you people hold that line. I love you all. And what's the word? I'm not going to say stay safe because there's no such thing as stay safe. There's no virus. Just stay safe from the newcomers driving on the road is the best advice I can give you. Because I'm telling you, I've seen an average of 2 to 3 accidents a day. And that's not a lie. I see an average of 2-3 accidents a day. I'm going to tell you, all those accidents have something with the newcomers and their license. I'm sorry to say, but it's bad out there when it comes to the newcomers thinking they can drive. Anyway, I love you guys all. You hold that line, and you people hold that line, like Don Cherry says. Adios, amigos. I'm off to referee.
It's your boy, Big Tucker.
It's your boy, Trump the Dud.
Hey, how did I get in the studio?
Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts ya. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker. Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts ya. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker.
They tried to stop me from interviewing Putin. The whole world lost their damn mind and they're proving. The land of the free, just not speech, it's confusing. Pull up on Big T, you know that I'm shooting. I'm just a journalist, getting to the truth. CNN and Fox are dead, no one cares about the news. Legacy media doesn't appeal to the youth. These politicians don't give a damn about me or you. George Stephanopoulos and Barbara Walters interviewed Putin, and so did other reporters. But as soon as Tucker goes to Kremlin, quick, call the lawyers. Apparently, I disrupt the whole new world order, protecting Ukraine before our own southern border. Start another foreign war so they can money launder. They want me to apologize, but I'm not sorry. The left is just mad me and Putin did karate.
Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts ya. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker. Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts ya. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker.
Hey, how did I get in the studio? Trucker, I wasn't a, why what? I was an I drove a truck. Tell Trucker Carlson that I drove a truck. Putin who? Putin. My family used to live in Russia. Ireland, Russia, Irish Russia. I'm Irish Russia. I knew a Russian when I was younger. He was a bad dude. He would rub the head on my legs, this Russian man in the back of an alleyway. Someone tell this Vladimir Crouton that
He's got nothing on Scrit and Joe.
Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts you. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker. Everyone saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Fake news, no wonder no one trusts you. The United Nations filled with suckers. The only journalist I trust is Tucker.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So, guys, I really had a change of heart. I was really wrong over the last few years. Why Joe Biden is the greatest president of all time. I made this book, and I want to try to convince you guys too. So, as you can see on page 1, this is for sure, in my opinion, I start off with some of the most convincing arguments about why he's the best. But if you go to, let's see, page 2, it's really hard to decide between page 2 and 3, but as you can see, there's a whole bunch of pages of why I think Joe Biden is the greatest president of all time. So if you want to convince your friends the same thing, make sure you head over to PresidentBidenBook.com and grab yourself one before they're gone. I appreciate y'all. Peace.